Honorable Chairperson, respected speakers, guests and friends, good evening. To begin with, to raise children in a consumerist world as responsible and well-balanced human beings who value what they have and practice gratitude, who would not overstep the boundaries of moderation or waste their lives in immoderate, materialistic pursuits, is indeed of vital importance, because children are our future, and as such, there is nothing that can ever be prioritized over their correct upbringing. As parents, we need to understand the above and put it into practice. So, we need to buy what we need. What we need. Have a minimalized lifestyle as far as possible. You see, there is a difference, as we all know, between what we need and what we want. There is a lot that we will want, of course, but they are not what we need. So, buy what we need, and then what we want, yes, all right, set limits. Because children will learn by the example set by the parents. No matter how long they listen to the lectures given by the parents. Also, children have a strong tendency to compare themselves with those who have more than them. They do. They always do. So, teach them and remind them all the time to compare themselves with those who have less. Not necessarily the poor, but those who have less. And in fact, take them along with you and visit those who have less. And then teach them to be generous-hearted to the poor, and definitely be grateful for what they do have. Lack of self-esteem has its roots in excessively consumerist societies, and it can only be combated with when children are very young, through the measures I have already mentioned, and I'm speaking from first-hand experience. Now, regarding rewards and good behavior, they need not be material. You see, when rewards are material, children are bound to become greedy, because they will only behave well and be good in order to gain something. You see? But that's not good. Do we want that? We want our children to become greedy and selfish? No. Rewards can be verbal. Rewards can be like a good special hug. Let them know the value of a great hug. Also taking them to an amusement park. Just as punishments need not be deprivation from material stuff. The best punishment I know of is silence. Do not speak to them for a few hours to indicate your displeasure. When I did this with my own kids, it was so touching, to see their response and how effective it was. It was immediate, worked like magic. Now, empowering children to make choices. Teach them to make choices when they want things that they want, especially several things all together at a time. We spoke about this, the difference between needing things and wanting things. So when they need things, yes, we buy them, of course. And then when they need several things, 5 things, 6 things, 7 things, 8 things, all at the same time. No. You make a choice. 1 or 2 things we do. Set limits. Serves a double purpose. Empowers them to make choices and also empowers them to set boundaries for themselves. I would like to read a short quotation from Baha'u'llah, founder of the Baha'i faith. He stated, "In all matters, moderation is desirable. Whatsoever passeth." Moreover, kids and teenagers must be given to understand that material abundance does not guarantee happiness. It actually brings about tension and anxiety because of the fear of being robbed or cheated. And we have ample evidence of this all around us. Also, children and teenagers need to know that some of the richest people do get disenchanted with life. This includes celebrities who actually commit suicide because they do not have anything else to look forward to. They have it all. Name it and they have it in plenty. There's nothing else in the world that they cannot buy. They have it all. It's like being hungry. So you have a burger. Very hungry, have a double burger. Still hungry, chicken fry. You want more? Potato fries. Drinks. Ice cream. What else? More desserts. And then your belly is absolutely full. In fact, if you try to eat more, you might throw up. See, it's exactly the same thing. You have nothing more to look forward to. You don't want to eat anymore. You don't want to buy anything anymore. Your cupboards are full. You have nothing else to look forward to. All sense of purpose and meaning is lost in the labyrinth that we happen to call life. Because the material life alone was not, is not the purpose of a human being. You see, if it were so, animals and birds a better job and are much happier. Why? They don't even have to earn a living. All the fields are theirs to pick up food from. All the trees are theirs to build their nests in. So, where is the happiness that we are all missing and trying to find? Where is that happiness? We taught our kids that happiness is not to be found in consuming, in buying stuff and accumulating. We taught them that. But where is it to be found? Our kids need to fill up the void, the empty space. They might not even be able to articulate the question, but they want answers. We need to provide the answers. True and lasting joy can only be found in things that are not worldly, that cannot be purchased with money, because worldly life itself is transient, itself is temporary. So nothing that is connected with it can ever be non-transient, be permanent. People think that, oh, if I can only have a jet plane, if I can have this house, or buy that car, a set of diamonds, or a designer saree, then I can be happy. For how long? How many days or months? When they have what they thought would make them happy, they will want other things. And they shall keep on wanting. It is an endless road to nowhere. An endless road to nowhere. Baha'u'llah tells us the secret. He tells us where true, lasting happiness can be found. He tells us, rejoice, rejoice in the gladness of thine own heart. Our own hearts, dear friends. That is where true and happy and lasting happiness is found. It is right here, within us, not without. The door to true happiness. Can only be pulled, not pushed. Nothing. There's nothing out there that can ever make us happy. It's right here, in the heart, the seat of love, care, and forgiveness. It's got nothing to do with possessions, nothing to do with possessions or with consuming. It's all about good qualities. Abdul Baha, the son of Baha'u'llah, and the exemplar of his teachings, said, Let us have love. This is what he says about love. And more love. A love that conquers all foes. A love that sweeps away all barriers. A love that abounded in charity and noble striving. A love that triumphs over all obstacles. A boundless, resistless, sweeping love. Each one must be a sign of love, a sea of love, a sun of love, a star of love, a haven of love, a world of love. Hast thou love? Then thy power is irresistible. Hast thou sympathy? Then all the stars shall sing thy praise. And about forgiveness. Some people think forgiveness is a power that they can hold over others. So they sometimes say, I will never forgive you. It's not power. It's a weakness. Lack of forgiveness is a weakness. When we don't forgive, we are in a cage. We build ourselves a cage. Let us open that cage and let us out. Fly on the wings of joy. That is why Nelson Mandela, when he was finally released from the prison, said, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and my hatred behind, I would still be in prison. Friends, I will only mention 2 examples from people who made lengthy studies, scholars, scientists, and found out that materialistic people are less satisfied and less happy than those who are not materialistic. One group was Burroughs and Rindfleisch, and the other was Karen Ferrier Prochet, who concluded that consuming does not make people happier, and quoted Aristotle, the great, who stated, true happiness flows from the possession of wisdom and virtue, and not from the possession of external goods. And concluding with Cressida Rodriguez's lines, the famous designer and author who before dying of cancer at age 40 wrote, I have shortened this, I had the most expensive car, but now I've got to use a wheelchair. Have all kinds of branded clothes, shoes, and valuables at my house. But now my body is wrapped in a small cloth provided by the hospital. Got plenty of money in the bank, but not benefiting from it. My food is 2 pills in a day and a few drops of salt water at night. The house, car, plane, money, fame, none of it are of any use. Please be happy with what you have. A plate of food and a place to sleep. You don't miss anything again. Thank you very much for your attention.